Hi, I'm Amanda Beester, owner and operator of the Dirty Dog Pet Services, LLC. We offer doggy daycare, boarding, grooming, training, pet sitting, pet supplies, and very soon we will be opening up our very own indoor dog park for the public use. When we first got started in doggy daycare, the concept was still kind of growing here in Topeka. There were doggy daycares already in place when we opened, but a majority of Topeka pet owners were not taking advantage of those services. That has certainly changed since we've been in business, and there are now facilities and different pet services popping up all over Topeka, offering a very wide array of different services for your pet. So that said, I wanted to address today the importance of doing your homework when it comes to selecting the pet care provider for your best friend. When you're looking to put your dog into doggy daycare, the very first thing you want to consider is whether or not they provide initial assessments. Not every dog is a good fit for every facility. Not every facility is a good fit for every dog. Because dogs have different temperaments, you need to insist that whatever facility you choose to take your pet to perform an initial evaluation or assessment. Evaluation, assessment, temperament testing, interview, regardless of what they call it or whether or not they charge for it, it is very important that this occur. At the Dirty Dog, we offer an entire day full of assessments and testing to make sure that we really are a good fit for your pet and that your pet is a good fit for us before you pay for anything. So definitely insist that that happen. The second thing you need to be concerned about is the cleanliness of the facility. You can't expect a doggy daycare to be so clean that you can eat off the floor. That's just not going to happen. But it should be tidy and well kept. Any kind of accidents, because they do happen, should be cleaned up very quickly, and you should not ever see anything left on the floor. The other dogs that are participating should look healthy and well groomed. The third thing you need to think about and pay attention to when you're interviewing a doggy daycare is the level of supervision and the staff number present. Someone needs to be a pack leader when dogs are playing in groups. The dogs need to know someone is in charge, someone they can look to for answers, and somebody to help them resolve any issues that they might have. A good doggy daycare will have proper supervision of the dogs at all times, especially during group play. There should be an actual person present in the room with the dogs while they're playing. Somebody watching from a camera or through a gate or a window is not sufficient. They need to be in there with the dogs at all times while they're playing. A good rule of thumb is that there be only 10 to 15 dogs for each staff member present. At Dirty Dog, we limit it to 15. There will never be more than 15 dogs in our facility per staff member present. Generally, in our play groups, there's between 7 and 10 dogs per pet care tech. So we keep our staff to dog ratio very high. There are a lot of staff members present per dog at the facility. But like I said, a good rule of thumb is 10 to 15 dogs for every human there. The fourth thing you need to think about is that size really does matter, both indoors and out. Your dog should have plenty of space to run and play and exercise, whether they're inside or outside. Indoors, you're looking at between 70 and 100 square feet of off-leash space available. Outdoors should be more than just a potty space. They really need to be able to get out and run and play, because the indoors, no matter how engaging that is, even our indoor dog park, they get bored with that and they need the fresh air to go out and run and play and enjoy themselves. So definitely make sure they've got plenty of outdoor space for them to do that. The fifth thing is the experience and level of control at the facility. You don't want to leave your best friend with someone who has no experience. Unfortunately, there really is no requirement as far as certification or training when it comes to opening a doggy daycare facility. Pretty much anyone can open one as long as they pass the kennel licensing requirements by the state of Kansas. So ask around, ask questions at the facility, find out how do they know what they know or what they don't know. What training have they had? What experience do they have? How long has the business been in business? How many staff do they have? Do they have a staff training program in place? How do they handle dog fights? How do they handle even their training? You want to make sure that they're not using aggressive or forceful tactics at any point in time while your pet is there. It should always be positive reinforcement based. Your pet should want to come and should want to participate and should want to do the things that the staff is asking them to do without being forced. You need to know who's in charge, how experienced they are, and a lot of places here in Topeka do have certifications. Not everyone does, so definitely do your due diligence and ask the facility to see that paperwork. When you're looking initially, ask at your groomers. They can probably point you in the right direction as far as a good facility that they recommend. Your veterinarian might be a good place to check some names. And then at the dog parks and other local dog clubs, get recommendations from them. Check out the Google reviews, the Facebook reviews, and just make sure that you get a good overall feeling of the facility. It doesn't matter how beautiful it is or the pretty stuff on the walls. The dogs don't care about that. They care about being healthy and safe and having fun.